What is going on, you guys? My name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo Gaming channel, and this is our first impressions review of Mario Tennis Fever. Look, the Switch 2 is still trying to fill out its library. There is loads of third-party stuff. There's also loads of spin-off titles like Mario Tennis Fever or like Legend of Zelda Age of Imprisonment. We still don't have those mainline Mario games or those mainline Zelda games just yet. We do have Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is great. Unfortunately, Mario Tennis Fever, it's one of those spin-off titles, but there's some good here and there's some bad here. Let's start off with the good, which is the gameplay. I think the gameplay is good, solid fun. You're going to be able to get a few of your friends and just play each other with the Fever Racket, Chaos, and it's just going to be really fun. It's a party game to me, right? So they have their basic shots, which is the lob shot, the top spins, the slices, all that stuff is really essential to any tennis game. But the spin here in Mario Tennis Fever is the Fever Rackets. So Fever Rackets have their own abilities and bring their own court hazards. This feature just ups the gameplay and makes it more chaotic and more fun. And I think it's a great addition to this series. Fever Rackets, as I said, they have their own different abilities. Like if you have the fire racket, it creates a massive fireball when you hit it, and then it creates little embers on the court that creates a court hazard for your opponents. But you can volley those balls back and it ends up getting a hazard on your side, so you'll have a bunch of embers on your side. One of my favorite rackets to use, so far it's been two of them. I like the shadow racket. It's more of a defensive racket where it conjures up a doppelganger of yourself, so you have two of yourself on the court at once. And another one is the fire bar one, where if it hits on impact, it will create a fire bar that you see, the ones that you see on the Mario desert levels, which is really cool. So your opponents have to watch out for that. But again, it could end up back on your side. The Fever Racket stuff, it just creates loads of chaos and it just makes it super fun. I can see myself playing with multiple friends and just, especially if you have multiple different types of Fever Rackets going, it's going to create so much chaos on the court, and it's just a really fun addition to the game. Another thing that I like is I do like the diversity of character play styles that you can use at your disposal. Not every player feels the same to use. Not every character feels the same. You do have players that are technical like Peach and Shy Guy. You have other players that are really speedy, really fast like Diddy Kong and Yoshi. Then you have your well-rounded players like Mario and Luigi, who I suggest you should use if this is your first time playing this game. But I feel like technical players like Peach and Shy Guy, they are a little overpowered because they can manipulate the ball a little bit better than the other characters. Like, they can control the ball really well, where players like Yoshi can't really control the ball and they're just really fast, and sometimes that leads to really long rallies when you're playing at the higher difficulties, so that's a bit annoying. But I do like how every character doesn't feel the same. If you play with characters like Rosalia, she's floating and it's very hard to use her because I think her hitbox is a little bit off because she's a floating character, and I believe she's the only floating character in the game, so the hitbox for her is a little bit unorthodox. You don't really know exactly if she's close to the ball, if she's a little bit further away from the ball, and it just causes a lot of frustration because you always miss the ball when you try to swing it, or she doesn't swing at all because she's not close enough. I don't know. So Mario Tennis Fever does have multiple modes. One of the modes is a brand new adventure mode that is, I think it's for kids, but let me try to explain it. So Princess Daisy is sick and she needs to get better, and what Wario and Waluigi come up with is there's this golden apple that you need to go get to make her feel better. So they go to this cave. Turns out some enemies come out. They turn them all into babies, all into their baby forms, and the kingdom has decided that the reason why you guys turned into babies is because you're not good at tennis, basically. So we're gonna hone your skills as babies to become good tennis players in the tennis academy, so you can go out there and beat up the people that did it, so you can turn back into your adult self. Look, it is for children. It's basically another tutorial mode, and you go through mini games and you learn new skills. You go through the whole tennis academy ranking system to hone your skills to go become another adult. I don't know. It was mind-rotting. I don't really like it that much. It is definitely for kids. It's very easy to get through. You unlock stuff here and there. I don't know. I mean, they had to make an adventure / story mode, and this is just kind of what we got. It's like a little baby RPG. You do have other modes like trial towers that give you different match types and you make your way up the tower. You have mix it up that gives you these unique rules. You have online play. You can create your own room to play with your own players, your own friends. You also have online play, which I think is very fun. It's very fun being competitive in this game. And you also have like motion control mode, which I don't think the motion controls are very responsive in this game. They don't really feel like how Nintendo Switch Sports feels, and I don't know, it's just way better to play with a controller, to be honest with you. Overall, I think Mario Tennis Fever does have a lifespan of about maybe 30 minutes when you're actually playing it. I love the gameplay. I think it's very fun. I can see myself playing a few rounds with friends and just having a blast, especially with the new Fever rackets and the abilities and some of the hazards that they create and some of the chaos that they create. I can see myself having a lot of fun with that. But just everything else, I'm just not gonna play it. A lot of the unique rules and some of the unique match types do kind of wear off after a while, and I think anywhere beyond like 30 minutes to 2 hours, I'm probably not gonna play this game that much. Now, should you buy, wait for a sale, or skip Mario Tennis Fever? Look, I do like the gameplay. I do like the Fever rackets. I think they bring a whole new level of chaos to the game. I love how they fill the courts with hazards, and I feel like if I got some friends and I played it, it would be loads of fun. Also by myself, I mean, I could probably play it for about 30 minutes to an hour and then I'm kind of done with it. But I feel like with all the content that it has, you could probably get through all of it within 10 to 15 hours, maybe even less, and it just does not warrant this $70 price tag. So it is a wait for a sale from me. It might even be a light skip. If you already have other Mario games that are good for a party, maybe you might want to skip this one because of the price tag. But other than that, wait for a sale. My name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo Gaming Channel. You can follow me on X at Kurt from the Dojo, and make sure you guys subscribe to the Seoul Dojo because we got more coming for you. All right, peace.